Shalom, Israel. It's your boy Nubreed coming through with another video. And welcome to another edition of Midday Motivational Talk. In this particular video, I want to talk about something that I've really been thinking about. You know, I've been observing a lot of things taking place. I want to talk about how there's an agenda to keep people isolated, especially people who can see certain things transpiring in society. There's definitely an agenda taking place. See, as of late, I've been viewing a lot of other motivational speakers on various social media websites. And I hear a lot of these brothers and sisters alike speaking on the fact that people are branching off from each other. In a lot of instances, people are outgrowing their immediate circle. There's a great division taking place. There's a separation taking place among people. And I honestly feel like a lot of motivational speakers are taking advantage of that separation of people. Because although people are being isolated, these particular motivational speakers are not really offering a solution to loneliness. Now, when you look at modern day culture, social media, music, you can see a great agenda to keep people isolated, depressed. Social media pretty much destroys real social interaction. First-hand contact, human interaction have become a thing of the past because you got technology, text messaging. So there's no genuine human connection. Nothing is organic anymore. The energy in the atmosphere seems to be distorted. On top of that, you got all of these artists, these music artists, especially in the urban community with the rap and hip hop music, making all these depressed songs. Everybody's sad. Everybody's lonely. I mean, good gracious, get you some damn sunlight, man, and stop whining. But see, they put these type of songs in the atmosphere to create an environment of loneliness, of depression. And these motivational speakers, they tell you why you're left alone, because you think outside of society's norms. So yes, you'll be left alone. You may outgrow your immediate circle. You might be a light bearer who shines light, and the people around you are living in darkness. So they distance themselves from you. But they don't tell you solutions regarding loneliness. I mean, they don't allow you to understand that when you are alone, the Most High God is actually speaking to you the most. You get some of the most revealing spiritual revelations when one is alone. So sometimes the Most High has to set you apart from everybody else in order to teach you, in order for you to actually examine everything around you going on, from the outside looking in at the world. And there's a season for everything. And just because one is alone doesn't mean they should be lonely. And I'm going to tell you firsthand, you're never alone. There is a spiritual realm, and there's things going around. There's things going on around you all the time. So it's a delusion in itself to think you're alone. But I've come to the conclusion that this society wants to keep people depressed, isolated, anxious, not able to deal with the general public because of social anxiety. One of the biggest ways of getting rid of social anxiety is continuing to be social. If you're being social over and over, it gets easier with time. Practice and repetition can help you in any training in life. So if you're isolated and you're by yourself and you're staying in your home like a turtle in a shell, how will you ever overcome your social anxiety? But the music, the people, they tell you to stay isolated. It is divide and conquer at its fullest. Because while you're isolated, that's when the enemy can pick us off one by one. What they fear is those who can see, the righteous, the light bearers, the ones who want to live elect and set apart. What they fear is those people coming together. See, what these spiritual esoteric leaders and motivational talk speakers are not telling you is that when you're alone, when people are cutting you off, when people are distancing themselves from you and you're outgrowing your immediate circle, it simply means that you need to find your real family. They're not telling you that part. They're not telling you that there's people spread out all over the world who feel exactly like you and see the world like you see it. Because they don't want you to come together with these people. So every time brothers and sisters come together, there are people who always throw a monkey wrench in the whole machine. Division, divide and conquer. So when you're looking at it from a truthful standpoint, we must obliterate that spirit of loneliness. Because you're alone doesn't mean you're alone. You have a family. You are not alone, family. All of you targeted individuals out there and people who've gone through mistreatment, abuse, public humiliation due to lies, people veering away from you, slandering your name, assessment task force groups set up in your communities that prey and stalk you. As long as I'm here, you ain't alone. I'm right here with you. And that goes for the whole brotherhood and sisterhood. There's sisters and brothers out there alike that are going through the same thing. Even brothers who rise up and speak against these devices are separated within the targeted individual community. Separated because of minimal disputes, differences, ideas, and ideologies, when the whole time we're being picked off one by one. And all while it's happening, you've been so diluted through these agencies that all we can talk about is who's a real targeted individual, who's a real righteous man, who's a real righteous person. While the powers that be are picking us off one by one. Messages of unity seem to be diluted in this current system. But division, separation, quarrels, isolated racial events, racial disputes, All of these things are being pushed to the forefront while we're being picked off one by one. Even the motivational speakers, they're thriving on the great division that's taking place. Because Christ, he come to bring separation. The wheat and the tare are going to be separated. In the Bible, it says, he who thinks mother or father, sister or brother is more worthy than me, or love these people more than me, I'm paraphrasing, then they're not worthy of me. So regardless of if it's family, friends, anybody, there's going to be some separation taking place in these days and times. And most people who are in the know or have any level of common sense understands why. Especially when there's so many belief systems out here. But you have people out there who take advantage of that. They thrive on you being alone. They promote depression without solution. So I just want y'all to be aware of these people. If the message isn't a message of unity overall, throughout the separation from the wheat and the tare, because the wheat has to stay together. You get the tare out of there, but the wheat, it stays in the pile. Anybody speaking against that, going against that grain, they're just basically making a come up off of our loneliness, our separation, our depression. And then they're promoting these things even more without giving solution. So we got to stop listening to these brothers and sisters who dwell on problems but don't offer solution. The solution would be finding your spiritual family, connecting with those who are like-minded. Also understanding what being alone is truly about. So hopefully this video helped you out. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. With that being said, shalom and peace.